In the wake of Donald Trump's recent election victory, emotions are running high across the country. At a prestigious youth summit held in Washington, D.C., a single interaction sparked nationwide debate. When Barron Trump refused to shake the hand of a young black boy, the room fell silent. But what this boy did next left everyone stunned and turned the moment into a powerful lesson for all. The National Youth Leadership Summit had always been a place to celebrate the promise of young leaders, bringing together students from diverse backgrounds to showcase their talents. This year, however, the event felt different. Just days after Donald Trump's re-election, the air was thick with tension. Conversations were charged with debates about race, politics, and identity simmering beneath the surface. Among the attendees was 15-year-old Jamal Daniels, a brilliant student from Chicago, known for his activism and academic achievements. Jamal was proud to represent his community and hoped to use the event as an opportunity to inspire others. Standing near the stage was Barron Trump, now 18, attending his first major event following his father's controversial election win. As the youngest Trump, Barron often avoided the spotlight, but his presence at the summit drew significant attention. During a meet and greet, Jamal approached Barron with a smile, his hand extended. But as soon as Barron noticed him, his expression shifted. He hesitated, glancing around nervously before muttering under his breath. "This isn't the time," Barron said, loud enough for those nearby to hear. Then, without shaking Jamal's hand, he turned and walked away. The room fell silent, and the tension was palpable. Jamal stood frozen, his hand still extended, his face a mixture of shock and disappointment. Nearby, whispers erupted. "Did Barron just ignore him?" someone murmured. "I can't believe he just did that," another added. Behind the scenes, Barron's actions weren't as spontaneous as they appeared. Earlier that day, he had overheard a conversation between two of his father's campaign advisors. "They're going to use every moment to criticize us," one advisor said. "Be especially careful about the optics with minority groups. People are watching for any misstep." Barron, already uneasy about the scrutiny surrounding his family, internalized the comment. When he saw Jamal, a confident, outspoken black teenager, approaching, he feared the interaction could be spun into a narrative against him or his father. Better not risk it, Barron had thought in that moment, but his decision to turn away only amplified the very scrutiny he wanted to avoid. Jamal, however, refused to let the moment break him. Later that day, when it was his turn to speak at the summit, he stood at the podium with quiet confidence. "I came here today with a dream," Jamal began, "a dream of bridging divides and building connections. But earlier, I experienced something that reminded me how far we still have to go." The room grew silent, every eye on Jamal. "A handshake is a simple gesture," he continued, "but it carries weight. It's an acknowledgement of someone's worth, their humanity. When that gesture is denied, it sends a message that some people aren't seen as equals. But let me tell you this, no one's worth is determined by whether someone shakes their hand or not." The audience erupted in applause, and cameras captured every word. What happened next shocked everyone. Jamal reached into his pocket and pulled out a single white glove. He slipped it onto his right hand, held it high, and said, "This glove represents something simple but powerful. Respect. A handshake with this glove is a gesture of equality, understanding, and humanity." He paused, letting his words sink in, then continued. "So today, I offer this handshake again, not to one person, but to everyone here. Because leadership isn't about who you refuse, it's about who you're willing to reach out to, even when it's hard." The audience erupted into applause, some even standing. Cameras flashed, and Jamal's symbolic act instantly became the moment of the event. Barron, watching from the audience, shifted uncomfortably in his seat. Jamal's words and the powerful symbolism of the glove left him grappling with regret. After the event, Barron approached Jamal backstage, this time with no hesitation. "Jamal, I need to apologize," he said, his voice cracking. "What you said up there, it made me realize how wrong I was. I didn't handle that situation the way I should have, and I'm sorry." Jamal looked at Barron, then at the gloved hand he still wore. Without a word, he extended it. Barron shook it firmly, a handshake that symbolized not just an apology, but a chance to start anew. The moment didn't stay confined to the summit. Clips of Jamal's speech and Barron's initial refusal went viral, sparking a nationwide debate. Pundits and social media users dissected the interaction, linking it to broader discussions about race, privilege, and the power dynamics in America. To his credit, Barron publicly addressed the incident in an interview a few days later. "I made a mistake," he admitted. "It's something I regret, and I'm committed to learning from it." Meanwhile, Jamal's speech catapulted him into the spotlight. He was invited to speak at universities, appeared on news programs, and became a symbol of grace and resilience. In the end, what began as a moment of rejection turned into a powerful story of reconciliation and growth. Barron's actions may have sparked controversy, but Jamal's response showed the world the power of standing tall with dignity. Do you think Barron's apology was genuine, or was it driven by public pressure? How would you have responded if you were Jamal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.